Welcome to Half Double Crochet. Let's crochet together. Today we want to crochet this beautiful headband with a twist, and we'll use the honeycomb stitch for it. The stitch alone makes a beautiful headband, but it also creates a very thick fabric that keeps you warm and cozy. So let's start. For this project I used yarn by Hobby. I used kind feathers in this gorgeous color, but you can use any yarn you like. And then I used a 4.5mm hook. So let's start. We start with a slip knot and then we want to chain. For a chain, simply yarn over and pull through. Now you want to do an even number of chains, and it needs to be long enough to go around your head. When you have the right length for your head, you want to turn your chain around, and there you can find those back loops. We want to work a row of single crochets into the back loop. So skip the first, insert your hook into the second back loop from the hook, grab the yarn and pull through. You have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through both loops, and this is a single crochet. And then we'll repeat this. Insert your hook into the next back loop, grab the yarn and pull through, yarn over and pull through both loops. We'll do a single crochet into each back loop until we reach the end of the row, which makes an uneven number of single crochets because we skipped the first back loop. Because we work into the back loop, now the top and the bottom of our crochet piece looks the same. And now chain 1 and turn your work, and we'll do another row of single crochets. This time we'll insert our crochet hook on the both loops of the last single crochet of the former row and crochet a single crochet on top of that, and then a single crochet on top of each stitch of the former row until we reach the end of the row. Now we have 2 rows with single crochets and we can start our stitch. The honeycomb stitch consists of 4 rows. We call them A, B, C, and D, and we'll repeat those until our crochet piece is finished. Row A starts with chain 1 and then turn your work. And now we start with a single crochet. So insert your hook into the last stitch of the former row and crochet a single crochet on top of that. And then we'll do an extended single crochet. So we'll insert our hook 2 rows below the next stitch, grab the yarn and pull through, pull until you have the right height, and then yarn over and pull through both loops. Here you can see the extended single crochet, and after that we'll do a normal single crochet. And then again an extended single crochet. So from here, 1, 2 rows down, grab the yarn, pull it out until you have the right length, yarn over and pull through both loops. We'll do a single crochet and an extended single crochet until we reach the end of the row, and we finish row A with a single crochet. So now you have all those V's that you can see here. And now onto row B. We'll do a turning chain, then turn your work, and then row B starts with 2 single crochets. So a single crochet into the last stitch of the former row, and then also a single crochet into the next one, And then comes a very special stitch where you have to insert your hook into that string here and then the string here. Grab the yarn and pull through, yarn over and pull through both loops, and now you have connected the two strings. You basically connected the two V's together. Then a normal single crochet, and then again insert your hook into this part here and then here. Grab the yarn and pull through. Now you pull those two together, yarn over and pull through both loops. And then again a single crochet. Continue like this until you reach the end of the row, and then we'll finish off with 2 single crochets. So row B starts with 2 single crochets, and then you do that special stitch and single crochet, and then you also end with 2 single crochets. Now we can continue with row C. Chain 1 and turn your work. And row C is very similar to row A, but we'll start with an extended single crochet. So from here you go 2 rows down, 1, 2, insert your hook, grab the yarn and pull it out until you have the right length. Yarn over and pull through, and then we'll do a single crochet into the next stitch, and then again an extended single crochet. You need to insert your hook next to that V shape here where you can see a star-like opening, and then you should come out in between those 2 lines. Grab the yarn, pull it out, yarn over and pull through, and then again a single crochet. Here you can see where you have to insert your hook. You can see that star-like shape. This is the place where you need to insert your hook, and it's right next to that V shape. You should come out in between those 2 lines, pull it out, yarn over and pull through. We'll do an extended single crochet and a normal single crochet until we reach the end of the row, and row C starts with an extended single crochet and also ends with an extended single crochet. The last extended single crochet is a bit tricky because the yarn always wants to fall off to the left, so I always pinch the end of my crochet piece with 2 fingers to make sure that the yarn doesn't fall to the left. So here pinch and then finish that last extended single crochet. And then we can go to row D. Chain 1 and turn your work. Now row D starts with a single crochet, and then we'll do that special stitch where you insert here and then here, grab the yarn and pull through, yarn over and pull through both loops, and then again a single crochet. Row D starts with a single crochet and ends with a single crochet. And then we want to repeat all of this until our crochet piece has the right width. And I did until I had 10 centimeters. So now we have the right width and those beautiful diamonds, the honeycombs, and now we can finish our headband. This is the front, and then here is the back. And here you can see how thick the fabric is. So this will definitely keep you warm in winter. Now the front needs to be facing us, and then we connect the 2 ends and fold them over like this The lower part goes up and the upper part goes down. And now we know we need to sew this together. So now we need a darning needle and then we simply sew in a zigzag pattern. One time towards me and then away from me, and I always be sure to get all 4 parts. I'll go one time to the left and then again to the right to be sure that the stitch is very tight. And then when we turn our headband inside out, we have a beautiful headband with a twist and a gorgeous honeycomb stitch. This is absolutely beautiful. I'm in love with the stitch and it will definitely keep you warm in winter. I hope you have fun crocheting.